What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the New York Islanders, picking up where we left off here. A surprisingly good start for this season, 16-8-3, and considering perhaps looking at some trade, a trade thing for a top four guy. Now, there's a couple options but what I want to do, I think, is to continue going here. And if our defense still kind of seems like an issue, which it does seem like it so far, but I'm going to give it another month maybe. And if maybe it looks like it's trending back in the other direction, then we could, maybe delay the trade a bit. But if not, then, I think we don't want to squander the start we've had, or the year we're having, and, the production that we're getting, and etc. So there's a couple options. We will have to give up, some stuff for, well, you'll see who I'm looking at in a bit. But for right now, I'm going to sim pass this month, and that's a lot of what we're going to be doing here. Simming, checking the stats, looking at some growth, etc. So, of course, scouting too. I heard that's important to scout around the league. Alright, so loss right there, but we get a point. Barzal did accept his extension, so damn, yeah. It was like, 7-1 for 4 years or something like that? Really good contract for Barzal. All right, another loss. There's another win. Okay, good. There's a win. Yeah, we are allowing still kind of a lot of goals in a lot of ways. There's a good game right there, and we're getting wins. And my goodness, that's a nice little 4-game win streak in here. Nick Leddy's fully healed, but he wasn't fully injured. So don't give me that. Another win, another win, another win, and the Islanders are streaking. We're going streaking right now. We are going streaking right now. Holy. We're having a time right now. How's that? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we finally lose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8-game win streak, 9-game point streak, and then we win those last 2 games. I think we lost another one in there, but yeah, we got shut out by the Leafs. And we won these 2 games by pretty good margins. And you know what? It looks like our defense was overall better in that stretch, for the most part. Yeah. For the most part, it was, besides this game, obviously. These 2 games were good, only allowing 2 goals. This game's good. This game's obviously good. Same with this. Same with that. This one. Yeah, for the most part, we were minimalizing the goals against. And 26-10-5 kind of speaks for itself. So I guess I'm going to hold off on that trade right now. It might be a deadline thing that we think we want to make for perhaps maybe a bit of a deeper run. But as of right now, we're killing it. Barzal still around that point-a-game mark. And we, with only 1 game in hand now, have a 6-point lead on the division. So a natural 4-point lead on the division right now. That's huge. That's really big for us right now. Dude, I think we just jumped up. That was well, what else can you say? That was a huge month for us. Goals against didn't even go down that much. It went down a little bit, but not that much. Goals for actually went up. Or we're almost at 3.5. Jesus. I mean, the difference between the two is great. That's what you want to see. A difference of what? That's a 0.8 difference almost. But, yeah, you'd still prefer it to be, the goals against to be a bit lower because, damn. But, hey, it's still going good. Power play, 22%. Penalty kills, still hovering around that mark. Can't really, unable to get it that great. But not taking that many penalties either, so that's a good thing. And we've got 3 shorties, so, hey, that's nice. Oh no, sorry, that's 3 shorties against us, whoops. Yeah, that makes sense. Young guys, 2 shorties, 4. 14-5-2, 12-5-3 on the road, 8-1-1 in the last 10. Yeah, we're on a hot streak right now. Definitely on a hot streak. And let's see individually where the points are coming from. Start with the forwards for now. Looks like Panarin has jumped up there. Yep, he's catching up with Barzal, trying to give him a run for his money. I know a few people guessed him, and he's making his case. Coming up here, 20-goal scorer already, midway through the season. He's on pace for 40. Will he get 40? I don't know, but he's on pace right now for 40. I think Panarin gets at least 30, obviously. This guy's undrafted. How insane is that? I think he's getting at least 30 goals, but we'll see. I love this, man. This combination seems to work great right now. Bailey, Panarin, Barzal. Very good. Yeah, Bailey's a really good spot filler. All right, and then there's Ho-Sang with 32 points. We're still good. Oh, that was Dal Call. He's jumped up. I think he was already kind of up there. Yeah, that's right. But I guess he's probably slowed down a bit, actually. But still, I mean, he's doing great. Great power play production. 7 points, 3 goals. That's from the point. Man. 29 points for Beauvillier, and then 26 for Marleau. These guys are kind of all on pace. We're halfway through the season now exactly, so I like my second liners to have at least 50 points. They're all on pace for that. All of them. Even Del Call's on pace for a 50-point year. But I'm really excited about this. Good, yeah. And our power play's clicking. You know, Marleau, he might be the weaker link, but he is 40 years old. Give him a break, and he's still on pace for what I like him to be. So. Man, Hansel, 4th line, got 20 points. That's funny. It looks like our depth really started producing there. Yeah, Bellows doesn't score a lot, but everyone's a plus now. Cizikas has got a shorty, as does Hansel. Beauvillier and Bailey with the assists. Maybe even more in the back end, too. 5-game winners for Hansel. What? He only has 12 goals. 5 of them are game winners. Clutch. Same with Belmar. He's got 5-game winners. Oh, man, our depth is clutch. This is good news. This is really good news for us. Giveaway, takeaway. Nelson's is decent. Cizikas is pretty bad. Belmar's is getting better. Bellows is, yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. I want to see what Barzal... Okay, Barzal's not a dominant defensive player. I think when they hit a lot, they really become those kind of guys. I think that's what we were noticing in the Minnesota one especially. We don't have any major hitters in our forward end. At least that would get a lot of takeaways on the top line because of it. But that's kind of okay right now. I'm not minding it too much. It does mean we'll stay out of the box more. And I think that's... Yeah, for the most part, you can see we stay out of the box pretty well. Yeah. So that's good. All right, defensively, yeah, Dahlin in the lead by 1 in points by 1. He's on pretty good pace. Has a shot at the Calder if he keeps on the same pace. Carlson, 29 points. Letty with 21. Yeah, I got no problem with what Dahlin's doing, especially considering where he's playing. And he's playing with Hickey, too, so he's probably carrying Hickey quite a bit. I mean, you can see he should have probably a better plus-minus because of it. So you can still point to Hickey and say maybe he's a weak link. Maybe the ice time is just too much for him, which you'd have a good argument for that. But he's not doing terrible, and I really am happy with my top 6 as well. Davidson, what a contract we have this guy on. Look at that price for this guy, and he's solid, two-way guy. Pairs really well with Petrovic by the looks of it. And you know what, Petrovic, 21 PIMs at this amount of time is not horrible. Funny how Carlson's taking a bunch. Yeah, there's always one defenseman who's just going to take a crap load hit. Penalties on your team, I found. Just deal with it. But in this case, ooh, Hickey's actually taking a bit too. That's interesting. Why are you taking 20? That is really interesting because he just doesn't look like he should. Does he fight? No, he doesn't. None of them fight. Weird. Whatever. Alright, goaltenders. Yeah, as you can see, neither goaltender really standing out. They're having kind of average years. But it's working. So, hey, what else can you say? It's working. If Soderstrom gets even overall with this guy, he should get some extra ice time. Yeah, I don't know if it'll help us out. His personal stats are slightly better, but his record is worse. Very interesting. And, yeah, Del Call, perhaps a shot at the Calder, depending on how the other stuff falls into place. He has to have about a 50-point season and hope that there's no one better. I don't foresee him going crazy, and I don't even know if he's going to grow much more. He's 23. He needs to kind of grow throughout this year and get a jump to be anything. If not, I might end up just trading the guy. But for now, he's usable. He's a nice utility scorer for us. Can't deny that. I mean, he's easily going to be a 20-goal scorer. He has a chance to get 30. I highly doubt it'll happen. I mean, he's technically on pace for it, but, you know, anything can happen. But this is great. This is great. We're rolling. The ball is rolling right now. Might as well check out some growth here. I want to check it month by month just to see if there's any major changes here. Keep an eye. I don't know that there will be, especially not on our main team, I don't think. Yeah, Bellows maybe a bit. But not that much. But I do like that he's growing. Oh, yeah, well, 79. It's also morale. Yeah, he's got a bit of morale, so that's it. Hansel know about. Dalcall. It is not. No, he does have the natural growth. So, I mean, he's getting it. It's just not enough to change his overall. he keeps up the way he is, he might get statistical. We might increase his value anyway, and we might be able to. He might be a guy that we move down the road anyways. We'll see. Carlson, Belmar, yeah, all this other stuff is just all statistical. Besides Dolan, I think that's a bit more than he had than last time. I think he was only at 4 or something. So I think that might be a bit more for Dolan. That's good. Slowly but surely. Cullen's at the same. Nikushikin's got a tiny bit of growth. He's unsigned. Red top 6. We'll see what he turns into. Brizgalov's got a couple. Bouchard down there with only 2. What the hell? He's playing in his role, too. He's playing in the minor top 4. So this guy's going to be a slow going, I think. But I still think he should get up to top 4. Might just be around 22, 20, 23 area that he does. But hey, nothing wrong with that. I wish it would have been quicker, but hey, what can you do? There's Luukkonen with a couple. But yeah, for the most part, not huge amounts of growth yet. So it's just ticking along. I'll check in on it. I won't go super in-depth each time, but I'll keep checking on it just to see if anyone spikes, if anyone looks like their role's going to change, etc. So, all right, back to simming here. I think that last month went really well for us. I don't think we need to change anything. Oh, another one of these months, huh? You're going to do that to me. You did that. All right, well, either going to be a lot less games or I'm just going to have to deal with it. All right, so another win right there. Jeez, Islanders are just trucking along. Yeah, as you can see, Ottawa's a great team. Oh, that reminds me off the. I don't know why it reminded me, but looking at Ottawa, thinking about Peterson made me think of Tavares, and someone wanted to see how Tavares is doing, so I might do that. Depth defenseman. I already have a depth defenseman, but what do you like? You're all right, but I mean, if I needed a depth defenseman, I'd do it, but I don't need one, so I'm not gonna do it. Enjoy. A win. Okay, then we lose there. Blah blah blah. Patrick Marleau's fully healed. He wasn't even majorly injured. Everyone's fine. They're pushing through. Okay, there's 3 losses in a row where we didn't produce a damn thing. So we need to turn around with a win. There you go. So there we go. That's a nice little turnaround there. Rough patch right there. They're gonna happen. We're still a young team. We're gonna have those inconsistent stretches. If we don't win here, yeah, we're starting to fall off a bit. We get points out of those 2 games, but overall this month not so good. And it's a bit of more of a lack of production than anything else. Which, again, that's going to happen. That's why you want a good defense. So once your production falls, you don't want to just lose games. You want to have a great chance to win games still. Yeah, as you can see, that was not a great month for us. We lost 5 games, 3 in regulation. Oh, no, sorry, 6 games, 3 in regulation. Only won 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, yeah, that's not the month we wanted, obviously. 30, 14, and 7, though. Still doing all right. But yeah, as you can see, that's why you'd want good defense. So I might actually take a look at it now. Barzal's still hanging in there, point a game. We have a game in hand and a 3-point lead. So perhaps a 5-point lead on the division. We have to win the next game, obviously. So, yeah. And it's Philly. Oh, this is a huge freaking game right here. That's a 4-point game. That's a 4-point game against Philly. Well, the trade might be the way to go, man. And I might start thinking of it now before the deadline. You know, I want to see what this game's going to turn out to be. I want to see if we could win this game. Come on now. We need to win that game. We need a big 4-point game right here. Come on now. There you go! 4-3 victory, and that solidifies our first place. We now have, what, a 5-point lead? A pure 5-point lead, and we denied them 2 points. Sorry, no. Yeah, 5-point lead. And an extra game, so even more. Yeah, we really hurt the Flyers right there. That was huge for us. All right, good W. Barzal, I think, got a point in that game. Or maybe he didn't get any. Oh, it doesn't matter. But still, that's good. Okay. Now let's check it out. I think our defense might have actually gone back up after that stretch. Offense for sure dropped a bit. Yeah, offense dropped. Yeah, goals against went up slightly. Yeah. See, that's why you're not going to maintain that 3.5. You know that. So you're trying to get as much distance between it as possible. Power play went down 0.01. That's not much. Penalty kill's still hanging in there. I prefer it always to be above 80%, but for what it is right now with the players that we have, it's not horrible. But yeah, as you can see, big difference from our last 10. 4-4-2 as opposed to 8-1 or 8-1-1 or whatever it was. Yeah, definitely not a great stretch right there. Not a great month in general. But we hung in there and got some points when we could. So it's not terrible. Oh yeah, Barzal's really solidifying his lead. Panarin's trying to hang in there. He's gotten, what, 4 goals since we last checked? Yeah, so I don't know if about 40 goals, but definitely should get 30. Oh, people have fallen. Oh my goodness, Dahlin fell off there. Carlson exploded in front to grab the point lead. Very interesting. Looks like second line struggling a bit too. Not really producing well and not keeping the puck out. Is Marlowe? No, he's not declining. Interesting. Where is... Oh, there he is. Oh, he's 82. Hello. He did grow. So there we go. He got another bit of growth, but he still is his third line, so I'm going to keep him there. But I do like that he's at 82. That's not morale either. That's pure natural. He finally got some more extra ticks, enough to boost him. His offensive stats aren't moving, though. What the hell? I need that passing to go up a bit. I like his awareness, but the passing could go up a bit. 98 shot, and he doesn't really take enough shots. No, he doesn't, man. I don't even know if this guy hits two. I know he's not in the greatest role, but... Alright. Still happy with the plus minuses. Personal stats, they both got slightly better. Well, I think Soderstrom got slightly worse, but Talbot got slightly better. I know that. How much should we get him for? Oh yeah, just 1 year. Well, we probably won't re-sign him. I'm thinking Soderstrom will be the starter next year. And we'll just need a backup, so it works. Oh, geez, here come the hiccups. Not good. Ugh. Anyway, though, Dalcal's still in good pace. Yeah. Weird. I'm going to check out on Dalcal's growth for sure, because he definitely got... He went up 2 overall right there since we last checked, so there's got to be something extra. He had to have gained more for sure. Yeah, he's right there. There you go. Oh, yeah, he just gained more to each area, which sucks, because I want his passing and stuff to go up. I wanted him to get extra stuff there, but yeah, as you can see, his discipline's great. I mean, I love that, but 94 discipline, or 96... Unless he's going to be hitting a lot, which he's not, because his aggressiveness is so low. The discipline's kind of unused. But, I mean, it's nice that he won't be taking penalties, but at the same time, not great defensively. He's got an amazing shot, but he needs some more offensive skills, passing and awareness, to really be beneficial. And he's a great skater. I mean, he's got a lot of tools, but not quite the complete package that you want. Bellows has grown. I think they even more now. Maybe not. Yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. How about here? Oh my fucking god, Cullen. 77 overall. Well, he's going to be NHL ready next year, no question. And probably ready for second line. My goodness. Wow. Wow. Oh, hi. His passing's only at 80. Ugh, his awareness is only at 84, but he's a sniper, so it's not horrible. His shot could be better. I'm not going to lie. His shot could be a bit better, but it's not terrible. He's okay defensively. Really good skater. Yeah, give him the time. He's going to get right where he needs to be. Yeah. Wow. Wow, that growth, though. That growth, though. Everyone else, I think, is kind of just the same. Bouchard, okay, Bouchard's got a bit more. That's good. Where you at? How's your defense? Nah. It's okay. Need it to be a bit better, though. Or I'd like it to be a bit better. It's not terrible, but I'd like it to be better. Not a big hitter. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, Luukkonen got a bit more growth, too. He's now to 74, 75 because of morale. That's good. Witherspoon's got a bit of growth. Yeah, I held on to him just for the, someone suggested it. Don't know if he'll ever turn out to be much, but we'll see. Other than that, There's all the growth. So yeah, slowly but surely, we are getting a lot of growth from a lot of good places that we need. So that's great news for us. So I'm gonna keep going here. Unless we really struggle, but I think the deadline would be the best time to make the trade. And I'll show you exactly the guys that we were looking at. And the blocks might change here at the deadline too. So that's always another thing. The trade blocks might change. All right, Columbus, lose to them. That's tough. 2 losses in a row. Come on now. All right, there you go. We didn't want to lose those 2 games, but it happened. All right, well, let's take probably a quick look at some parts of Sweden here. But we are going to we're not going to have amazing, we'll have to check out on how our picks are doing to really decide how we're going to scout here after the deadline. I like to do a lot of standard scouting at first, and then after the deadline, I usually like to start maybe picking and choosing, sometimes just during the entire offseason when I get it all done. But depending on what our picks are going to be looking like, we might have another top pick. Maybe, probably not 2. Actually, did we get caps for this year, or was it for later? Yeah, we're still kind of inconsistent here. Okay, there's another win. We needed that one. We need these last couple. Yeah, okay, we need to beat Columbus here. Deal with the Demons. They cannot beat us. Every game they beat us 4-2. 3 meetings in this freaking month alone. They beat us 4-2 every time. Fuck off, Columbus. I hate you right now. At least we beat the Caps a couple times. Okay, let's check out. Let's check in on our picks before we because that'll dictate what my scouting starts to turn into. Ooh, Barzal's fallen behind. Point a game here. Don't want to see that. Wanted to stay up there. Maybe we drop down scoring overall though. So that might be why. What am I doing here? No, seriously, what the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, checking our picks. All right, Boston's, which we only had. Oh yeah, we had 3 including our own. So Nashville's is looking great. Boston's is actually looking like it could be. Yeah, they're on the cusp, but I don't know if they'll make it. We got to check where they are. Let's check out how their division's lining up. Let's see. Oh my goodness, they don't have a wild card, and they're 5 points out of a guaranteed spot. That's tough. Oh my god, I don't think. Nope, I think Boston's missing 66 points, man. I think Boston's missing. We're gonna have 2 wild card shots because Nashville's way the hell down there. Ain't no way they're going to even come close to making the playoffs. They're not the worst. Well, oh my god, Detroit, 30 points. Oh, rip. Well, they're like the 3rd to worst or something like that. Yeah, 3rd to worst. It's pretty good for us. And they're 3rd to worst by a pretty large margin. The next closest team is that 51-point team, St. Louis. So that's good for us. We're going to have some more good picks this year. My gosh. Oh yeah. I'm excited. Sorry, I'm just really excited right now. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the options that we have for that top 4. So I'm gonna look a bit more too, but I'll show you what I saw at first. So first one, looking over to Minnesota here, and a guy like Jared Spurgeon, 84, 1 year left on that price, 84 overall. It's about the same price as we're paying our dude. And yeah, he's a plus guy on that team, which is actually quite impressive. Oh, never mind. They're a good team, but they got him on the block. Sorry. For some reason, I thought they might have been a bad team. Yeah, he's a plus player, but I like his defense. His defensive stats are great. 88, 86, and 90. That's great. He has great discipline. 95. That's really big. And he's got good offensive skills. So he's got the potential to produce. He doesn't need to. And he's got good defensive skills. Takes a lot of shots. 123. Not a lot of penalties, as you can see. So that's one option right there. I ain't grabbing Suter. I know that. So that's one option right there. Grabbing Jared Spurgeon. We can throw in. I'll show you the value that we have to grab a guy like Spurgeon. Obviously we're going to throw in Hickey. So we throw Hickey in. That's clearly not enough. But other stuff that we have is that goalie that we're going to want to trade this year. This is his last year to be trade, so I think we trade. Although he has grown a bit. Fringe starters is always nice to be training up for your backup, but again, they are kind of a dime a dozen in a lot of ways. So it's not extremely necessary we hold on to him. So we could chuck that in. That's still not enough. We'd still need a bit more, but we do have That red top 6, who has grown a slight amount this year, but he is just a red top 6. 64 at 20. They want him, and so I would be more inclined to put him in. So that's what we could do for a guy like Spurgeon. That's pretty close. We might have to throw an extra pick here or there, or retain on Hickey to make it work. I don't want to retain if I don't have to, though. So yeah, those are options we could do. That's for a guy like Spurgeon. That value's pretty close, so we'll keep all that in, because that's seeming like another option that was suggested to me was going after. Unfortunately, they might have traded. Oh, I'm on forwards. They didn't trade him, but he didn't get added to the block. That's more value here, Ellis. And that's 3 years, which you could argue is a pretty good deal for that, because we need a guy for a short amount of time. He's very similar to the way Spurgeon is. Maybe takes a bit more penalties. But he's very similarly built. Similar in the what kind of production he'll bring to the table as well, but it's more value. So we'd really have to throw in extra stuff. It could be a mid pick or something like that to help push it across. Yeah, one of these mid picks would have to do it like a 3 maybe. Oh yeah, we do have Washington's second, which is actually turning out to be really good because Washington's crap. Wow, a lot of the stuff we got, the value is really improving. I'm pretty sure this Boston pick too was less value than that when we picked it up. I can't remember, but I know the Nashville one definitely was. we got very lucky with that, and I think we have another one of their picks as well. Yep, we do. Next year. Sweetness. All right, well, that's good stuff. But yeah, Ellis, that's going to be tougher to get. Ellis is going to be way tougher to get. I mean, it might make a bit more sense. We have him for a few more years, and the way Bouchard's grown, we will need a guy for a couple years to spot fill, definitely. And, I mean, that would make, yeah, I mean, Bouchard's only a 75. So I'm thinking at least 2 years, and we could trade him on the last year, or we just use him up on that last year if, you know, Bouchard's only top 6 or whatever. Yeah, we'll see. So value, it's more value. We'd have to give up something, and I don't know if I'd want to give up the something because we're already giving him a Nikushkin, which this guy could probably be a 3rd or 4th liner with the way he's built. So we are giving up probably a playable asset, and we could even take that guy out if we want to go for something, you know, smaller. There's a couple others that were like lower, like 83 range, like a lot more affordable. But in the 83 range, like there's Vatanen. He's an offensive guy. I wasn't too fond of that. Justin Braun's an option. Really, really defensive type guy. Of course, lower overall department, but really strong defensively. Takes a bit of penalty. How the hell does he take that many penalties with discipline in 90? Interesting. Well, there he is. Good defensively. So that's another option. Very obtainable. Like, we'd probably be able to take out Nikushkin at that point if we went for someone like Braun. It's not that big of an upgrade. Only 2 overall upgrade. However, you know, for what he brings to the table defensively, it's pretty good. Although you can't use him for too long. He is 33. So that's the thing with that. There's a couple others. I can't remember exactly what team they were on. Actually, no, it wasn't even that. But there's a few guys like 83s that we could go after, you know, kind of in-between type guys. Even guys like Petrie, maybe. You know, ooh, defensive. Kind of the same as Braun, but with more value for some reason. 2 years left on the... That might be why. Or maybe he's a more... I don't know. Why has he got more value than everyone? Very interesting. I'm not too sure. But yeah, basically there's plenty of options here to get a top 4 guy. It's just how much value do we want to spend? Do we want to hold on to Nikushkin? If we do, we have to go for someone who's around 83, 82. If we want to go for Spurgeon or Ellis, you have to throw Nikushkin probably a bit of something extra. So that's what we're looking at here for the deadline. Did I check our stats already? I don't think I did, no. I didn't check our stats here at the deadline. I'm pretty sure I didn't, at least. All right, so yeah, as you can see, goals for keeps going slightly down. That's actually a big drop, a 0.1 drop with how many games I'd already played. Yeah, our offense definitely took a hit there in that stretch. Goals against went down slightly, so that's good. Power plays at 20% still. Penalty kills still been hovering around that same amount. And the least amount of second least amount of penalties taken in our division. So that's great. That's great for us. Still allowing a lot of shorties, man. 5 shorties we've allowed. It's kind of nuts. Home and away records are great. 5-3-2 in the last 10 is pretty good. Sort of average, I guess you can call it. 12 out of 20 points. It's on the plus side. Not by much, but it's on the plus side. Okay, well, Barzal, Panarin, they're still in great pace. Yeah, Panarin definitely not going to hit 40 goals, but he's getting 30. Barzal might actually get 30. He's doing some crazy stuff there. Oh, Bailey's actually. All right, there he is. Yeah, Carlson, Dahlin's falling way back down in the production-wise. I think our power play is really clicking there for a bit. Still only at 83, but like I said, I'm not too worried. He's still only 19 years old, so he's got 5-6 years left of growth. So I ain't worried about him whatsoever. I don't think he's gonna be anything lower than a top 2 guy. I'd be surprised if he only ends up top 4, really. All right, Marleau, 33 points. He's dropped off quite a bit, actually. Yeah, I don't think he's even. Oh, he's starting to 82. Yeah, he's starting to decline slightly. He's getting there. He won't decline past 82, I don't think, because he's still got top 6 potential. But he is starting to decline. So you can see it starting to come into play. But Hosang, great freaking production from this guy. Absolutely unreal. And I like Beauvilliers as well. Dalcal. Oh, Dalcal's listed as a second liner now, so maybe we want to make that switch. Maybe we want to switch him and Marleau, since Dalcal is listed as a second liner now. Might be prudent to make that switch. Yeah, Marlowe's better defensively. He might get demoralized, but he will still have power play time. I'm not going to change their positions on the power play because it seems to kind of be working. Yeah, it seems to be working for the most part. So, yeah, I'm not going to change up their positions on the power play, I don't think. I think I'll just switch them in their roles. Everyone's still a plus by the looks of it. Yep, everyone's still a plus. Let's take a better in-depth look at the defenseman. Carlson. Yeah, for a while there, Dahlin was looking like he could be on amazing pace and like be a Norris candidate, but then he just kind of fell off there and had probably a lot to do with our second line just really slowed down in production-wise. So that'll do it. I mean, it's gonna happen. He's only +2 now as well. Yeah, he needs a better partner, I think. If we gave him a better partner, he'd probably do a lot better. So, just someone to help lock down defense more, and then that way, defense will be locked in. Any points and stuff that they get will be more beneficial, and they won't be giving up as many goals. But damn, look at this top 6. +10, +11. I don't even care that Petrovic takes a bit of penalties. It's not even that bad. This is incredible plus-minus from our top 6. These two go together so nice. And look at their ages, 28 and 20 and 27. We can hold on to these guys for a while. They're working. So I'm more. And look at the price we have on it. Stupid. That's an amazing price. This is an amazing price for top 6 guys, especially with how they're working right now. Unreal. All right, so Talbot still average. Soderstrom though starting to become better and better with those personal stats. Those are looking like real good personal stats here. Still growing slowly. Should be getting a big jump in this offseason, I think. And Dalcal is going to have a great chance for Calder, especially when we move him up. He's listed as second line. I don't want to mess with that. I think we move him up. This is why we got a guy like Marleau, because he's on the older side. So we're not going to ruin the guy by any means. He's going to be on the decline anyway, and so I don't mind putting him when he's listed as second line down under the third line. I don't mind that at all. Now, you can argue that this might hurt our second line and our second pairing a bit more defensively, and that's a great argument because Dalcal isn't as good. Marleau was. But our third line should be vastly improved, maybe a bit more scoring with it, maybe not. I mean, none of them are that great. Nelson and Marleau might be able to work it, but for the most part, only 24 points, 20 for him, yeah. Not much from our third line there. Ooh, Belmar's really declining, but I'm still keeping him in there because he's solid. He's really solid defensively. I don't care about it. What's he slow? He's probably physical, slows down, skating slows down. Those are the first things to slow down, but he's still good defensively. Those are starting to drop off, though. He was at 85 awareness, so this is his last year. But he's hanging in there. Kinda. It's good enough for me right now. But yeah, if we're going to move someone, I think it's Hickey, and I think we might want to move him too. Takes a lot of penalties too, so if we could limit that and get someone better who's going to take at least the same amount or less penalties, then I'm happy with it. Yeah, and I think it's got to be a defense. I want a defenseman in there. I think that's going to benefit Dahlin so much, especially going to benefit the second line. They're going to be paired out there quite a bit, and moving Dal Call up with weaker defensively onto a line that's kind of already weak defensively. Yeah, we're going to need some help there with that second pairing, I think. So I think it would be prudent to grab that defenseman, Spurgeon, maybe even a guy like Braun or something, or Letty was even good. I don't know. I think it should be a defensive, just a pure defensive guy. So I'm leaning more towards the 82, 83 guys that we were checking out, and less towards Spurgeon or Ellis because they bring some offense to the table. They're not going to need to with Dahlin. We just need a guy who's going to be here. That's all we really need. Yeah, so that's a move I think we should make here. They'll remain where they are on the power play. Dal Call on the point, Marlowe right there. Production-wise, 4 goals, 9 points. This guy, 4 goals, 10 points on the point, and that's really good. Now, you got to wonder maybe if the switching them would be beneficial at all. But our power play seems okay right now. I'm kind of hesitant to want to move it. Yeah, Letty's the guy who doesn't produce too well, but that's all right. We don't need him to. Dahlin, I wish would get a bit more on the power play. But yeah, when you're trying to compete with Carlson there, he's going to get quite a lot. But overall, it's not bad. Not bad at all. So that's what our power play looked like. I still think Marlowe should be okay with the ice time. Any decline he gets most likely will be natural. All right, well, there you have it. Okay, well, I think we just about covered everything. I'm going to, did I even check out that growth? I think I already checked out progress reports, but I didn't check out AHL. I know that. I don't think I did, at least. Not for the deadline. That's where you see the biggest jumps here. Yeah, as you can see, Bellemare really starting to decline. Yeah, we already checked Dal Call. He's got nothing. Bellows, we've already done. All these guys are good. Yeah, as you can see, okay, that must be natural decline. Yep, natural stuff. Bit to his aggressiveness. So it's not much, but it was enough to knock down his overall. All right, here we go. Here's the big one. Oh, my God, Cullen. 79 overall now. Yeah, this guy's going to be NHL ready next year. No friggin' question. God damn. It went from being I thought this guy was going to take, probably have to do a year and a half at least of development. Or probably 2 years since he was juniors, but he's NHL ready next year. That's amazing. Brizgalov's now at, 69. This guy was our late first pick that we got extremely lucky on. Nikushkin's still growing pretty well, which is kind of why I'm hesitant, but it's 20 at 64. So at the most, this guy, it's going to be a third or fourth liner. With his defensive stats, it does look okay. I don't like his shot blocking going up that much, though. Who knows? That's a tough call. Is this guy worth giving up for a rental? Don't know. I mean, again, role players, you kind of find a lot of them. You can consider them sort of dime a dozen, but it's tougher. McKay's grown slightly, not that much as the Red Elite, 2 overall, but it's all right. Where's our other Red Elite? We had another one. Alexandrov, yeah, there we go. Slightly for this guy, too. So, yeah, so not too much for McKay and Alexandrov, but a little bit of growth. Hopefully they get some jumps in the offseason as well. But the good thing about both these guys is if they don't pan out, they're still role players. A grinder and a two-way forward. I'm okay with them. I'm okay if they only hit third or fourth line. They're almost guaranteed to do so with those, well, we'll see how they continue to grow. Luukkonen, still about the same amount of growth. Bouchard, still that same amount. So we need a big off-season jump for him. But wow, Cullen. Filthy growth. 12 overall growth this year. He'll probably slow down now because he's around almost 80 overall and he's playing in the juniors, so he might not get as much experience later, but I still think he's going to crack it. I don't know, but he's just killing it. Wherever the hell he's playing, I wish I remembered what team he came from. I'd have to look back onto the draft video, but that's where he is right now. Tearing it up. Carrying so hard. And I'm just liking how everything's looking. Can't really deny it. Kupari, 72, 73 overall at 19. I mean, this guy should at least become a third liner. And the way his defense is panning out, looking like he could be a really good one. Offensively, not great offensively. So yeah, this guy, we kind of want him to be a role. Oh my god, he's got a hard shot, but it's not very accurate. Kind of want this guy to become a role player almost. Good discipline. Yeah, we want this guy to become a role player, I think. Third line center, maybe. That's what I'm hoping for this guy. He might get too good, but remember Huey? Huey was like the best damn third line center I ever had. All right, well. Wow. Team chemistry's at caution, really? All right, so here we are, deadline. The biggest thing I think we need to address is that top 4, and I think we should make a trade. I don't know if we're going to make a huge one, and I don't think we should not sell the farm by any means to get it. So that's why I'm less looking at Ellis, less looking at Spurgeon, more looking towards an 82, 83 to kind of spot fill for the time being. You know, defenseman, help out Dahlin. And yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards. And plus, Dahlin might not even be in the top 4 next year. He might. I don't know if he'll jump up that much, but we'll see. If he's listed as top 4, if he gets like, maybe if he gets up to like 87, 88, and if he's still listed as top 4, I might put him into the top 2. But for the most part, I'm trying to play him in his role to get him growth. But hey, yeah. So that's really all I think that we need. You know, you could suggest that we look for a better 4th liner. But I think Belmar's doing just fine. I know he's lower overall, but it's his defensive stats I'm looking at, and those are still good. I think he'll be able to be okay on that 4th line. I could be wrong, but I don't know. You guys just let those ideas fly. That's why I keep you guys around. You know, you give me nice ideas, and I get to take all the credit for them. It's cool. All right, just kidding. All right, so let me know about any possible trades here at the deadline. Remember to leave that like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.